Hi everyone, Mrs. Norris here. So I'm going to walk you through our activity today. Today we're going to be reading about slavery in America. So you'll be learning a little bit about how slavery came to America, where it came from, the reason why slavery was used, some of the plantation types where slavery developed, and kind of the impact that slavery has on us today, which is the complete reason why we are learning about this today. The effects of slavery in America still have a huge impact on us as Americans today, in this year, in our lifetime. Obviously, we're going to learn about how slavery led to the Civil War and a near division of the United States. And to better understand that, it's a good idea for us to understand where slavery came from and why it came here in the first place. So, to access this document, I'd like you to go to the modules section. Okay, and you'll see we have the Unit 1, Beginnings of American Identity and the American Revolution. And we have this activity here. Don't worry about the letters that are at the front. It's Slavery in America. So I'm going to go ahead and click on that. Okay. So this comes from a book called Everything You Need to Ace American History. This is Chapter 4, Slavery in the Americas. Okay, so for this activity, you're going to read the chapter that I've posted below, and you also have the option to view it in a slideshow. Either one works. Okay, so you're going to use this chapter to answer the questions in the Google Doc that I provided, so you do not need to make a new document. Be sure that you tell me what page you found the answer on, and when you're done, submit on Canvas. Okay, so here we see our chapter, and you have a couple of different ways that you can access it. So you can either access it right here directly on Canvas, okay, and you can see where our page numbers are. You can full screen it. Now, I don't suggest that you full screen it because you are going to have to answer questions. It will be easier for you to do a side-by-side of the text and the questions so you can answer them as you come to them. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get out of that. Or you can access it by clicking here. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and access it by clicking on the slideshow itself. So I'm going to go back to the assignment and down below. Okay, obviously I'm not going to do this for myself. As a student, you should see a file already, so you do not need to create a Google Doc. The Google Doc has already been created for you. Okay, so here is our list of questions. Now, what I'm going to do is I'm going to minimize this window here to about halfway. I suggest you do the same. And then I'm going to drag this tab over here. Okay. Now, if you have the option to add a Chrome extension, I suggest you add the Chrome extension Dualess. That's DUALLESS. If you do that, you can divide evenly your two pages. Okay, so now I have my questions here, and I have my reading right here. Okay, so as I'm reading, I can be looking for the questions. I can make a notation of what page the question is on, and then I can write my answer. Now, if you do need to make your textbook page bigger, do not use Control or Command plus or minus, because that always has a tendency to make your toolbar smaller and not really do much to help you with reading the text that you're trying to read on the slide. So I suggest that you use the actual preset numbers that are provided to you. Okay, too big, not going to work for me. I'm going to stick with the 50. Okay, and I actually can read this. So again, as you are reading, make sure to make a note of the page number where you found the answer. Type in your answer here. There's only 7 questions. It's pretty easy. And then when you are done, I'm going to go ahead and merge these back together. And when you are done, do not share with me. If you share with me, I will not be able to read it, okay? I will not read it because I get too many documents shared with me. So when you are done, you're going to go back to the assignment itself. If I click on Open Assignment, I can submit right here, okay? So just to review, today we're talking about slavery in America, how it came to America, why it came to America, and it's important for us to understand this because the advent or the introduction of slavery had a huge impact on us as Americans, as our nation as a whole, and it still affects us today in our everyday life, whether or not we actually realize it. So it's important for us to understand not only where slavery came from, but why. Okay?